Hello viewers, welcome to Angular 8 tutorial, and today we are at session 15 and about to discuss attribute directive in Angular. So I would suggest please go through my previous tutorial which is all about the directives in Angular. Now we are going to discuss its subparts like the types of directive we do have. Okay, so let's start with like Angular mainly offers two type of built-in directives. So one is called your attribute directive and one is called your structural directive. Based on its role and behavior, actually the name has been given as so far. So first one we are just discussing here is called attribute directive. So attribute directive listens and modifies a behavior of a HTML element, properties, attributes and components. So as per the name, as per the HTML element, it have been given because it works with the HTML attributes to change its properties behavior, right? So that's why the name has been given as attribute directive and categorized as well. So many ng modules like router module, forms module has their own attribute directives. We are going to discuss some of common examples or some of common examples on those attribute directives right now, and later on stage whenever we are just go moving towards depth into it, definitely we will be facing on the using more directives in future. Okay, so basically I will start with the first one is called your ng class. Okay, so what it does, this attribute directives adds or removes classes to an elements. So now you can correlate guys, like as I told here, like attribute directives, what it does basically, it modifies and listens and changes the behavior accordingly to HTML elements. So that's the exact thing it is doing. It is just adding and removing or removing the classes to an element, existing element, based on a boolean condition. If you want to just go for the condition, dynamically want to change the classes, it is more useful guys. So using ng class, multiple classes can be applied or removed to an element. Okay, so let's see on action in a practical thing. So guys, just interest of time, I have just copied the HTML element. I'm just going to elaborate right now. So here you can see what I've been doing here. I have one div, okay, and that div is all about using ng class attribute directive. Okay, this is nothing but your headline, and we have a paragraph, and within paragraph we are just using this ng class attribute directive. And what it does basically, as I told, it adds the behavior or removes the behavior so dynamically. So is busy required, so as of now you just ignore this red warning. This is because of we have not created this property, I mean code behind, right? So okay, so if is required, it's going to true, this class is going to be applied, else it will be just blank assigning. Okay, so let's go quickly and just create this. Okay, so I just want to have it here. Okay, each busy required, you can just put boolean and assign it to, let's suppose, true as of now. Oh yeah, so what it does guys, like here you can see uh yeah. So if I move into the HTML part of this, now it is okay, fine, the red mark has gone. So if here you can see, right, if it is true, there is a class where you can, where can you find the class within this respective CSS file, right? So here you can see like bg color, the background color, it will magenta, it will come up with this color right away. So let's run and just see this on action. Okay, and this self, the compilation is in progress and it is about to just finish, and we'll move it to the Chrome. Let me run the Chrome meanwhile. So it's compiled successfully, so now we can visit to this localhost 4200, which is the local host of a default Angular application, and just see what is the output. Okay, so we are at Chrome. Just let's check. Okay, sorry, it was auto populating. Yeah, so here you can see guys, like it's nothing but it's a paragraph which is covering the entire page, of course the paragraph, and this is simply just heading. If we'll move to the code part, right? So here you can see ng class attribute directive, and here you can see busy color. If it is true, it is definitely it is going to be, uh, reply, else it will simply a normal text like this. So here you can see upon saving it will replace. See, it is we are getting a simple, right? Yeah, just undo it, make it true, and just see. Okay, so now I will explain. Now there is one more feature also has, like it can able to add or remove multiple classes at a time. So that's the point is all about. If you want, or if you have intention to just to change multiple behavior at one set, you must go for ng class directive. Else you can simply go for your single class binding, right? What we have already discussed in our previous tutorials. You can just please visit to that part. Yeah, so for that I just want to have some changes over here. Okay, so simply I'm just declaring. Okay, it's already declared. Yeah, just interest of time, guys, so I'm not just typing over here just to save some time. Okay, so is font required? Okay, there is one more property. I'm just going, and as of now it is true. Okay, so class to apply, so this is a variable, and here we are just going to create one method, and that method is all about get classes to apply. Okay, so what it does basically is just kindly focus on this. Okay, so it is returning one you know uh, element variable, you can say, and here we have multiple classes, and this classes is getting binded based on it is the boolean value, it is true or false, right, guys? Okay, what if I'm not going to here, simply I'm just returning this one. Of course it will render all, right? But I just want to have it dynamically, take the decision based on dynamically in real time. Definitely when you are just go, you will get at some requirement, change the appearance based on the data on database or API value. So you are going to deal with API calls, of course, we will discuss in our future tutorial. So then you need to dynamically do all the activity like this, right? So hope you can understand. If you're not, no need to worry about, we are going to cover all these things in future. Okay, so now let me do something for you, and I'm just okay, rather than doing all this thing, simply I'm just mentioning this method. Okay, and what it does, let's see. Yep, just refresh little bit. Okay, let me check, there is some problem, I guess. Oh, here you can see, guys, I have not saved this file, so that's the problem. So there is I can write here, I have to save this. Now it should be working properly. Yeah, so here you can see, right, it is bold as well because of the class and the background. So that bold part is coming, let me show you, from this class font and visual color as well. Okay, both, because here you can see both are true. If I will make it false one, definitely bold part will be there, but the vg color won't come, like if I'm making it false like this, right, guys? So here like this you can control multiple behavior to an element, so that's why the ng class is there for us. Okay, so but as I discussed, if to add or remove single classes, always prefer to use class binding instead of ng class. Okay, so now the next we are moving into the ng style. This is one more attribute what the directive Angular has provided with, and what it does basically the same thing in the style directive used to set multiple inline styles. Okay, there is two kind of style we do have, guys, as you know, in HTML. When you are declaring the style using style attribute, that is all about your inline style. But if you are taking a help of a class, a CSS class, then definitely that is your class you are using within the HTML rather than going for the inline style. Okay, so inline style simultaneously and dynamically at a time ng class does, but to set a single style always prefer style binding, but to do multiple binding again use ng style like ng class we do have. So let's see on action. So let me modify a little bit. So I will add one more property. Sorry, I have to, sorry guys, I'm just creating one method called get styles to apply. Okay, so now let me create this property here. Okay, like this, class to apply. Yeah, so cool. So now error has gone, right? So now we will modify the HTML accordingly. So there is one method you can see called get styles to apply, and here it is returning a variable, and variable what it contains two style. Basically the font weight, it will be bold or normal based on this value if it is true or false, and background color also based on whether it is true or false. If it is green, if it is true, else false is white. And as of now, as you can see, one is false, so background is not going to appear here, guys. Okay, but later on stage we will make it true. And just let's go and modify the HTML element. I just want to do something here. Okay, let me, instead of type, I will copy again. Okay, yep. So there is one break row I am just putting it over here, and there is again one div, again ng style attribute decorative directive, that is nothing but your heading. And here you can see, you can compare, is nothing but I am just doing the same thing. Yep, one thing, yeah. So using the get style to apply, so you can see the output now, what it comes up with. See here the heading has come, but what about the paragraph? What about the background? Yes, it is in bold. Yeah, it is in bold, guys. So here you can see, let me move to, just press F12. Okay, so here you can see uh, styles to apply is returning this bold instead of normal. Why? Because this is true. This is true, guys, right? No, but not background. So let's make it, it's as simple as that. And here you can see it has come up with this green brown background because of this quote. Okay, so again I just want to say same thing, like when you are to deal with or to change with multiple style behavior, you should go for ng style instead of the single style we do have. Okay, so yeah, that's it all about. And there is one more popular uh, we already have discussed, that is all about your two-way data binding. Okay, so this is the one called ng model. Of course we have been using so far, and going forward we will be using this so popularly because this directive used for two-way data binding, guys. Okay, and I'm just going with the same example what we have seen so far in article sorry, session number 13. Okay, so please go to my session number 13 and you just go and brush up yours okay, with the two-way data binding. Okay, so to get complete information, please refer part 13 of this session. But as of now, let me modify the code and I will show you how it works. Okay, okay, yeah, just a second. Sorry, guys. Yep. So I'm just pasting this HTML. I need one break row. Yeah. Let me put over here, and here you can see, guys, like there is a simple text box over here, and I'm just ng model using, and as you know, like ng model has a special syntax, the banana in a box. That's why I'm saying, like, please go and refer session 13 before moving into this one. And name I'm just going to create right now. Okay, so this is nothing but it's a variable which will appear with the value scam.net, let's suppose, and I am just creating over here. Okay, you can put of type string, then skm dot net, that is my channel name, guys. Yeah, so now you okay. Yeah, so here you can see upon saving we are just getting this value skm.net. Why? Because here you can say in HTML we are using the name, and this is nothing but the name. We are using interpolation to render here. If I'm going to change anything, definitely it is going to work as I expected, right? So like that. So that's what, guys, these are the three most used directives we do have, and that's why I have highlighted. Definitely we are going to just get some more directive in our later video sessions. So thank you viewers, thanks for watching this video session, and you can visit to my blog scam.net.blogspot.com for all text version of my tutorials, and for specially this sessions text version, you can visit to the video URL. Okay, and I would request kindly please subscribe to my channel and spread across so that others also can get beneficial by clicking on the watermark which is subscribe appearing just right lower corner. Else you can go to the below of your screen, guys, and there will be one subscribe button. Just click on that and post that. Just click on the bell icon so that you can get the notification whenever there is a post from my end. Okay, so thank you viewers, thanks for watching this session once again. So I will be coming up with my next tutorial which is on structural derivative, which is much more important. Yeah, so till then, just keep smiling, keep sharing your knowledge with others, and keep learning, because learning never has an end. Thank you.